Well, a steady rain has been falling here, but it has not dampened the spirits of the hardy folks at Huntington Bank Field here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Cleveland Browns. Set to go now on a wet and rainy afternoon. And off we go from Cleveland. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready. Cowboy. Ready.
On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins. And space tough to come by there. So they give maybe a yard to the 37.
Brings up 2nd and
8. This is 2nd and 8.
18 Romney. 18 Cougar 19. Ready.
Throwing Sanders. And that is incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go. Check. Check the Eagles. Check the Eagles. Check match. Check match. Cup 19. Cup 19.
To throw is Sanders. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They run here with Rico Dowdle. And they'll get to him. Quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
To the air, Penix. And this one is incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll throw with Penix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window to fire a bullet in there for the completion.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again is Penix. And complete to Smith-Njigba. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let's go.
Looking to throw, Penix. To the left side, he's got McMillan. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
This will be fielded at the 17.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. The Browns drive about to get started. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Ready? 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Let's go.
Sanders. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Ready?
On 1st down, here's Jenkins.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Let's go now. 70 line. Panther 60. Panther 60. 18. Pioneer. Ready?
Now Sanders.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Give up the middle, Jenkins.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Shorten on the tackle. Loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
Warrior 70.
From the gun, it's Shedeur. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop any of those. But 3rd down coming up.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
70 Timberwolves.
To throw now, here's Sanders. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now Penix. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They run here with Dowdle. And he's up in it after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Here's Penix. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Panther football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. A running play, it's Dowdle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here we go. Wrap all 80.
And looking to throw, Penix. This is caught by McMillan. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Let's go now.
On the run, it's Dowdle. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
First down. A gain of 12. And the Panthers first down.
They run again with Dowdle. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Second and 13. He finds Smith and Jigba. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his target, but I think the ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down.
Viking 18.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. The RPO, he'll keep it himself. Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, it looked like they marched to the end zone as sort of momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here.
That is caught. He's going to pick up the first down and then some.
They will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Xavier Legette,
26 yards.
And the Panthers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on it.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Penix working out of the gun here.
And his throw here is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
Fitzgerald on for the Panther field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will extend their lead even further.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the 31, here's second down and 5.
Here we go. Let's go.
Now a toss left side for Judkins.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Trap 50, trap 50.
Sanders to throw. There's a short one caught by Fannin. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and sneak it here. Only needed a few inches to pick it up and get behind your center and barrel forward like he did.
And remember what the GMs have told us? We build an offensive line starting with our center, the guy who can make all the line calls and also move those big defensive tackles in order to pick up first downs.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. From the gun, it's Sanders. Over the middle, that's to Fannin, his tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Pass caught, right side, Fannin. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. And now an audible here into something else.
19 Lions.
Throwing, Sanders. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a 10-0 lead, you figure they won't try to do anything foolish here. To the air, Penix. There's a short one taken in by Otten. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
They'll throw with Penix. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
They'll run a draw now with Hubbard. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. That's caught by Jennings. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
They'll run from the gun. It's Jenkins. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's Sanders. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Leads him behind on the spin. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. The Browns drive about to get started. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. To throw is Sanders. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Sanders. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves. Ready?
An inside run with Jenkins. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Come on. Step Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Panther 11, Panther 11.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pass caught by Fannin. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
This is all about testing a defense at different levels. Both the tight end and the receiver outside are going to run matching dip routes and varying depths down the field. This gives your quarterback options. He decides to go with his tight end on the shorter route, and he made the right call.
Now a run here off the RPO, and he'll keep it. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
70 Rangers, 79 Broncos.
Now Sanders. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 and the 15. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Ready? Go!
On the handoff, this is Judkins. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10
Go!
at the 15-yard line.
Cowboy 80. Ready?
To throw now, here's Sanders. And this is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Browns are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Here's Penix. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Here we go, set 50. Cowboy 80.
Looking to throw, Penix. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, I mean, both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been up to the task throughout this game, and we haven't seen much in terms of offensive creativity or results. And there, not only does the defense force a turnover, but they have the presence of mind to take it back for 6 points.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is Jimmy Horn Jr. to return it.
Jimmy Horn Jr. on the return. The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. He's got it in, complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for Carolina. 41 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Hauled in left side here by Jennings. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jauan Jennings, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Panthers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Fitzgerald now for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. 2nd and 6. Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Judkins going to run it out of the gun. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Cup 19! Cup 19! 70 range, 70 range.
They'll go. Here's Sanders. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent excellent field position. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
60 license, 60 license. Go.
Operating from the gun, Penix. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Cowboy 80.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Let's go. Bravo 80.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
There's Trimble, the tight end. And he will have a Panther first down. And it is celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it.
The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know what's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. So that's